I was about to start editing and I just realised I completely forgot to say that this makeup look is inspired by _baby_goth_ on Instagram, and I'll put like a picture here of it. Hello, today I'm going to show you a makeup look I've been doing for a few days now. I think you'd call it like a black metal look. I'm just going to moisturise first. This is the Nivea Soft Cream. That was upside down. I've worn this in a shop called Primark in the UK. It's quite a popular clothing shop, and 3 teenage girls decided to follow me and laugh at me and whisper at me and stuff. I didn't notice at the time, but someone I was with noticed and told me and sort of like pulled me away. I also got shouted at the other day walking home from work, and this teenage boy was like, "Goth," and I was like, that's the point. So I'm just gonna wait for this to do its thing and sink into my skin. My setup looks a bit different because I've rearranged this wall a bit. I've now got a tapestry. It's of a Little Peep song, my favourite Little Peep song. It says, "Look at the sky tonight, all of the stars have a reason." It's from the Star Shopping song. That's my favourite song. I've also moved my like vine things, like the ivies, around because they were in the way of the tapestry. And yeah, I decided to do that at like 11 o'clock at night. My neck is so itchy and red. I think I might have been bitten by something. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. I love this stuff. I always just put 2 pumps on my fingers and then just spread it around my face. Also, the eyeliner I'm going to use, just so you guys know, I'm pretty sure it's tearproof. At least it was with this makeup. The base makeup wasn't, because there was literally like streaks of like makeup gone down my face, but the eyeliner was fine, like untouched. I don't know if it's just because I used so much of it for this look obviously, but I'll tell you which eyeliner that is when we get to that part. So I'm also just gonna let that do its thing. I love how like sticky it is. My face like jiggles. I was just watching a video about like the worst losers on Come Dine With Me, like the Biggest Sore Losers. I love that show, I can't even lie. If you don't know what Come Dine With Me is, if you're not in the UK or anything, it's basically a show where there's like 4 guests, just 4 strangers, they don't know each other, and they eat around one person's house each night, and then they like rank them out of 10, and then like the one who scored the highest wins like £1,000. But the people on there argue so much and it's so funny. They're so dramatic. Sorry, I love doing that. You'd think the way they act on there sometimes, like you'd think they would be winning £1 million, and like, cause how competitive they get, but it's only 1,000. Like, I know that's a lot of money and it's like a good help, but like it's just they overreact so much. This is the W7 HD foundation. I like this one because honestly it's the most pale foundation I have, and I want this because I don't have a pure white foundation. I'm just going to squirt a few pumps onto my leg. You don't need a lot of this. I think it's quite a full coverage foundation. This is the shade Porcelain. You're meant to shake it before you do it, but I always forget to shake it. But oh well, I'm still here. And then I just like to do this. So yeah, I don't have like a pure white foundation. I kind of want to get one, but I don't know where to get it from. Because I don't want it to be like, because face paint usually isn't that great quality. At least the ones I've used haven't been. But then again, I only ever use the cheap ones that come out at Halloween. So I want it to work just like a normal foundation. I don't want it to be like thick face paint, because my skin's quite dry and I don't know, especially around my nose. Like even when I wear a lot of powder with this look, so it doesn't help, but I have a lot of flakes just around this nose area because I have eczema, and like even this, it shows it quite a lot. I also went to Kex, which is like, if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a shop where you buy secondhand games, DVDs, electronic devices like phones, Nintendo Switches, anything like that really. And I bought some DS games because I still play the DS, to be honest. I have a 3DX X3, whatever the like most was. I think it was the most recent one. I don't know. It has 3D on it. And I bought a Shrek the Third DS game, a Scooby-Doo game, The Sims 3, and what was the other one I bought? Open Season, because I love that movie. They also had Harry Potter and Barbie, but I didn't see until after I'd paid. Otherwise I would have got them too. It was like Barbie, 12 Dancing Princesses, and Harry Potter, Half-Blood Prince. I have Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix on DS, but I've never really played it properly. Not as an adult, I only played as a kid and I didn't understand. I was a really stupid kid, to be honest. I'm a stupid adult too, but... So this foundation isn't super light, but it's the lightest one I have. Like, if I was to wear this with a normal makeup look, I've literally... One of my co-workers told me I looked like Casper the Ghost. I definitely have gotten bitten by something. It's so itchy. It was itchy last night too. I need to stop itching it, but I can't. Now, to brighten things up even more, I'm going to use this She Glam concealer. This is the shade Whipped Cream, and it's the full coverage concealer. I don't remember the full name of it. And it's quite light, so I like to I go back to 2016, do the big triangle. I just want it to like brighten up and lighten most of what I've done, since it's really pale. And I like to put it on my nose too, to lighten that up. And then I also like to put it on my forehead. There is a hair in the way, that is cringy. The big triangle. It's kind of fun to draw on your face. And then I'll do like a smaller one on my chin. Like that. And then just blend that out. I'm so excited for Halloween, for when the leaves turn like orange and brown. And when the weather's all foggy and cold and I can start wearing jumpers again. And all the decorations are going to be out. Halloween is a good time for goths because because it's hard to find gothic decorations. Well, it is where I live. At normal times of the year, so at Halloween what I like to do is buy like I've got a big ceramic pumpkin that I got from Home Bargains. And I've got some other things, like I've got like a little potion bottle from Poundland from last year, and just keep them up the rest of the year, like because they're only around like out at Halloween for like Halloween decoration, but they make good decoration for the rest of the year if you're into that stuff. I try to avoid putting it on my eyelids because I feel like that just makes it cakey and I don't like that. This makeup is like kind of cakey, I will be honest, but... So what I like to do next is very excessive. I like to take this powder, the Revolution translucent powder, and I like to use a lot, and I cover my whole face in it because I don't have any cream contour products in the shade black. I only have powder, so I mostly do it for that so it'll blend easier, and I don't know, just to set it I guess, so you don't have to like touch thick cakey makeup all day. So I just take some on this puff and I'll just start here, and it will be messy too, just so you know. I literally just make sure I get it everywhere, the powder everywhere. And I know I said I have dry skin, but my skin's not super dry. Like I can do this without it looking horrible. Like my skin is a lot better than it used to be. My only problem really is that area around my nose. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of that. The reason I like this powder is I use so much of it and it is still full. It genuinely baffles me. It's like magic. I don't get it. Like it's still almost full to the top. And I've had it for like a year too, and I use it. It's the only one I use really, because I have two other setting powders that I've done in other videos. I have a W7 one, but I accidentally bought a shade too dark for me. I just like to check that I've done it. You can feel it's all smooth and powdery. You can feel if there's any areas you've missed. I haven't, so. But anyway, and I also have a She Glam one, but I didn't realize it had like glitters in it, so I don't really like to wear that one. So I'm just going to take a big brush and make sure I've gotten rid of any excess. That feels nice where it's itchy on my neck. So then I like to take a black eyeshadow colour. I just used this one, Night Out. This palette is so messy because I use it literally every day. And it's the Revolution X Soph Super Spice palette. And to be honest, I haven't found a perfect way of doing this yet. But I just dip this brush into it and it's quite patchy on my forehead. I don't know why it always is. I just place it down before I blend it. Just gonna put it all here. And then I like to take some on my cheekbone. Like that. And then just get a different brush and just blend it out. I like to leave the cheekbones like not super blended because I like the dramatic look, but the forehead's always so patchy. I don't know if it's because I'm using eyeshadow, but to be honest it doesn't really matter for me personally because my fringe covers it. But I then like to take a smaller brush and use that same black shade and contour my nose. So I want to start like up here like that, and then you just want to do this like that. It's faded a little bit, and then just blend that out. To be honest, I think I made the triangle a bit too small, but like part of me hates the fact that if Robert Welsh saw how I did my makeup, he'd probably cry because I love him and I want to make him proud. I know he's never going to react to me, but I'm just saying, like, I know that if he did, he'd cringe. So then I like to take a white powder. It's basically, last video I think it was, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I did makeup inspired by a TikToker, and this was her nose contour routine. So I just do the same that she did, but in black. And then I just take a white shade. This is the shade To Be Fair in that palette, and just do that. And then the perfect blush for this is this KVD blush in the shade of Rosebud. It is the perfect shade because look at it. So I just like to take, sorry I was grabbing a brush. I just like to take some on a brush and then just place it here. And it is so pretty. It's not showing up on camera very well though. But it is the most gorgeous shade ever, like for gothic looks. Like, it's just perfect. And for the highlighter, I don't really have a bright white highlighter, at least I don't think I do. So I just like to use one from an eyeshadow palette. The one I've been using recently is from this Finding Nemo Revolution palette, and I just take the shade Gill. It doesn't pick up super well on the brush, but I start off with a brush, just why not? And I'll just put it here, here, and then I like to just take my finger just to get more pigment and more glitter payoff and just put it there again. And then I like to put it on my nose. It's like the perfect greyish white cool tone shimmer for this type of makeup. And look at how sparkly it is because it's eyeshadows. So eyeshadows shimmers are like always so much more like glittery and shimmery than actual highlighters, so I love using those instead. Now it's time for the actual eye makeup. I'm going to use a little bit of eye primer. This is the Beauty Bay one. And then we're going to take the same black shade we've been using this whole time and just put that all over my eyelid. And I like to put some in the crease. I just put it on really, really messily. And then I like to blend it out. This brush is actually white, but it's stained black from how much I have, not stained, it's just because I've used it so much this week, but it's like black from how much I've been doing this. I just really like this makeup look. It makes me feel so cool too, and it's also good for my body dysmorphia because I feel like I don't need to try to be pretty when I have this makeup on because that's not the point of it as well. So, and I like to take a slightly smaller brush and just put some under my lower lash line. It doesn't matter if there's a gap because I'm going to fill that in with eyeliner later. We're going to create a pointed shape like this and then fill in like any gappy bits with some more black. Doesn't matter too much because I'm going to go over it with my eyeliner. And just do the same on the other side. And it really doesn't matter how messy you do it, how even it is, because we're gonna go over it with a lot of eyeliner. So now it's the eyeliner time. The one that I was talking about was this NYX Epic Ink liner. I can never open it, there we go. And I'm just gonna line my lid. I don't know why, I just always line my lid. And then we're gonna just go over this with it just to make it even more black. But you don't want it to be like a super like sharp wing. And then do the same on the other side. I have gotten complimented on this makeup as well by people in real life too, so that's not all bad. But and then we're just gonna do this part and fill in that. I honestly just like to do it like that, just really messily. And also I forgot to do this already, but you can do black on your waterline. This is the W7 eyeliner, and I don't have any eyebrows for this look because the inspiration picture she didn't have any on either, and that's fine with me because I don't have eyebrows. But if you do, sounds like you probably, no, I'm joking. There's many different ways you can block your eyebrows, or honestly just do it over them. So now we're just going to do loads of lines, just random lines, no particular order, doesn't matter how messy you make it. And then do the same with the top. Shaving my eyebrows off was the best thing I ever did. Like, people like, when I first ever did it, people were like, oh, you're gonna regret that. I've been doing it for about 2 years now. Don't regret it. I've let them grow back a few times, but I've shaved them right off again because it's just so much more convenient without them. Apart from when you're going swimming and don't have waterproof makeup. So this part is optional. You don't have to do this for religious purposes or if you're not comfortable with it. But in the inspiration picture, she had a pentagram on her forehead, so I'm going to recreate that too. And then it was in a circle. Her circle was super neat, but to be honest, I don't mind the messy vibes because it sort of matches the makeup. So I just rush it. And then we need black lips, obviously, so I'm going to use this eyeliner again, but I'm going to use it as lip liner. And now you just need some black lipstick. This is the Jeffree Star lipstick in the shade Weirdo. That's the makeup done. I also like to tease my hair and like back comb it. So you just take a brush. I don't know if there's probably a better way to do this, but I just literally just make it messy. So you just do this. It does kind of hurt a little bit. Well, it does for me because my head's really sensitive. But it's sort of like an 80s goth like kind of hairstyle. It would work better if you have hairspray. I have a hairspray downstairs, but I can't be bothered to go get it because I'm lazy. So you literally just brush it upwards and it's all poofy. And obviously that's optional. I feel like I have something in my eyeball. I always struggle with the ends though, like these bits never properly do it. I just love how it looks, it just makes me feel cool. Just don't try to brush it out dry because it hurts a lot. Well, it does for me. What I do to get it out is I'll just have like a bath, let my hair soak in all the water, and then put a lot of conditioner on the lengths and some shampoo on the scalp, and then just wash it out and then brush it while it's wet, and it doesn't hurt. So that's it, and then just put on an outfit or whatever you like. I have the perfect choker for this as well. It's like a spiky one, and that's basically it. So